Hey guys, so I'm sorry this is another, like, webcam video, I guess you could call it. I hit record, I was all set to record everything, my video for with my camera, and then the battery ran out, and I didn't notice it. So, I don't have time to charge it because it takes like 2 hours to charge, and it's like 6:35 on a Monday. So I'm just going to do it this way, and next week I will definitely be back with a charged camera. So this week's theme is things not to do blank, things not to do when blank, whatever. So I am doing things not to do in the mahomie fan base, because a lot of things in the mahomie fan base really makes me mad, but I still stick around because just what I do. Okay. Number one, well, I have 5 things. So number one is do not assume things. Like today, this morning, I woke up to oh my gosh, Austin did Ustream last night and didn't tell us. Like, he didn't decide to do Ustream. It was for an interview for Japanese Universal Music for Japan. He just sat there. They're like, oh my god, he didn't tell us. Like, it was so funny. I'm like, he just sat there and answered the questions, and half the time the people were just speaking in Japanese, and he just sits there and stares at the Ustream. Like, do not assume things. And everybody's like before Austin got signed, like, oh my gosh, she got signed to Cash Money Records. And I'm like, what? Like, Cash Money is like where like Nicki Minaj is and like rappers and like Lil Wayne. I don't think he would get signed to Cash Money. Like, do not assume things. Like, I hate when people do that. It makes me so mad because they just like think something and they're like out of the blue, like the dumbest things, and it's just like, just don't. Number 2 is do not brag. Like, if you've met Austin more than once, do not brag about it. Like, the first time you could say, oh my gosh, I met Austin, like, oh my gosh. And the second time, like, oh my gosh, I met Austin again. That's it. Do not say anymore, like, oh my gosh, my mom got me tickets and she paid, like, $1,000 for it, and he's, like, coming to my birthday party and all this stuff. Like, you're going to get talked about on Twitter and, like, indirected, and then you're going to be so sad, like, why are people talking about me? And, like, you started it in the first place, so do not brag. I really hate when people do that. Like, if you're fangirling, that's one thing. If your letters don't make a word in your tweet, you are fangirling. Okay, like, if it's blah, 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 that's fangirling. If it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like, words like, oh my gosh, I'll just come to my birthday party, like, oh my gosh, I, like, paid $1,000 for, like, flying from California to New York to see him, like, that is totally bragging. Like, do not do that. Just, can you not? Just don't. Number 3, that's 2. Number 3 is when people put a watermark on a picture, like, that they just put, like, a filter on. Like, this is mostly for Instagram. I hate when people do that. They, like, if you didn't take the picture of Austin or something, do not put your watermark on it. Like, if you took it, that's one thing. But, like, if you didn't take it, like, if you put this picture up on Instagram and just put a filter in it so it was lighter, and you put your watermark on it, that is totally not what a watermark is supposed to be for. A watermark is supposed to be for photo companies or whatever to cover up their photos, so if someone tries to steal their photo, they can claim it that it's theirs, not for Instagram, profiles, is that the right word? I don't know, to just put a random photo up. Like, I hate when people do that. And then on Twitter, like, if you take a picture of Austin and someone just reposts it on Twitter, and you, like, go off on them saying, like, oh my gosh, that's my picture, you cannot take my picture. Like, geez, calm down, I didn't take your picture, I was just reposting it. Like, do I need to knock some common sense into you, or what? Number 4 is when people spam Austin. If you spam him, be like, please follow me, and, like, a number, like, 45 at the end, like, I'm going to unfollow you after about 10. I hate when people spam him, because if you do, I'm just going to unfollow you. Like, if the tweets are totally different, like, when he's doing, like, question-answer things, like, if you tweet him, like, what's your favorite color, and then, like, what's your favorite thing to get at McDonald's, like, that's a totally different thing than doing the same exact thing with a different number at the end. Like, I hate when people do that, because I'm just going to unfollow you and never follow you again, so don't waste your time, because if you're following me and you unfollow me too, I don't really care, because that's one less person I have to worry about. And number 5 is try to get stuff from Mike, because Mike always helps. Okay. Mike always helps homies that can't really afford to meet Austin and stuff, like giving them free tickets or something. Like, they can't afford Red Tour tickets, so he gives them tickets to see Austin. And that's really nice. But if you've met Austin before and you're asking him for meet and greets, you seriously should be suspended from Twitter, because that's ridiculous. Like, if you ever think you're gonna get a pass from Mike and you've met Austin already, like, if you make this giant thing on how you're so sad and you can't afford another one, but you've already met Austin, like, I don't care. Mike doesn't care either. You already met him. There's a whole bunch more of us that haven't met him yet, so you might as well wait your turn and get in the back of the line, because you're going to be in the back of the line for about another 5 years. Yeah. So that is it for this week. A really quick, short video. Well, it's not really short. It's like 5 minutes. But sorry if I talk fast. I really talk fast when I rant about things. I'm sorry. But yeah, and also next week we'll have a nice edited video. Nice and edited video for you guys. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Where's the record button?